Starting today, now you can file your 2022 return with the IRS. And the agency got additional federal funding and now says that you should have a better experience if you have to maybe call or email with any questions. Most people have until Tuesday, April 18th to get your taxes filed. That's because the normal deadline, April 15th, falls on a Saturday, and then the following Monday is a holiday in D.C. So you have until that Tuesday. You may have seen claims that a lot of people expect a smaller tax refund this year. Is that true? 2 on Your Side's Dave McKinley went looking for answers.
People are going to see a difference in their refund.
And over at Getter Tax Consulting Services in Hamburg, tax preparer Tim Eliason says much of that will be due to a number of expanded tax credits offered as a response to the pandemic, now expiring and returning to pre-pandemic amounts. These include the expanded child tax credit, which was raised to as much as $3,600 per dependent, going back to $2,000, and the child and dependent care credit returning to a maximum of $2,100, much lower than the up to $8,000 that could have been claimed just a year ago. This is expected to affect middle-income earners, especially with children, the most.
Their tax bill may increase just a little bit, and the refundable portions of their credits may be decreased. So, it could be an amount, and again, it's a case-by-case basis, but I think a lot of people are going to see smaller refunds.
In a scenario that technically doesn't equate to a tax increase, just less of a break when you go to file.
That's just because we're reverting back to those old tax laws. It's not smaller. It's just what we were used to prior to 2021.
And meanwhile, as the government continues to push alternative energy, it's also sweetening the pot for the purchase of items such as electric vehicles. But there be warned.
The stipulations that make you qualify for it are pretty narrow.
But when it comes to credits for energy improvements to your home,
and that can be things, windows, doors, insulation.
That is something more people may want to pay attention to.
It used to be that over your lifetime, you could get up to $500 of a credit. Again, the credit eats up your tax bill. Well, for January 1st, 2023 going forward, that's now a $1,200 annual credit. So that means every year you could qualify for $1,200 going forward.
Good to know. And Dave joins us now. Another change people need to be aware of has to do with charitable deductions. This was another pandemic era thing, right?
I didn't know how much you like to give, Michael. Yes, indeed. Here again, the rules reverted to pre-2021 or pre-pandemic requirements, and taxpayers can only deduct charitable contributions if they itemize their deductions on Schedule A and can only claim deductions of up to 60% of their adjusted gross income.
You think about the impact that might have on how much people are giving. We'll need to check with local charities and see how that's going. Dave, thank you very much.